You both know what's at stake here.
There isn't much road left.
Take the bloody shot.
England, MI6. She sent you after me knowing you're not ready, knowing you would likely die. Mommy was very bad.
YouTube land and all subsequent social media lands, welcome to an all new video. So this is my next James Bond-a-thon review for you guys. It is for the 23rd film in the James Bond series, and it's just a blast of a film that it's just amazing to talk about, so we're going to get right into that. But before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on this video or any of the other videos I put up. And as always, people, if you enjoy my content and want to see some more of my content, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, where I post pretty much on a regular basis, so definitely check those out too. As always, people, let's get right into this! So welcome one and all to an all new video. So like I was saying before, we're going to be doing my next James Bond-a-thon review here with the 23rd James Bond film that was just a blast and 4 years came later after Quantum of Solace. And that of course happens to be the film known as Skyfall. Yeah, Skyfall. Yeah. So Skyfall is the 23rd James Bond film in the amazing James Bond series. It's a really fun film, really well directed, and just all around a great new addition to the awesome James Bond series. Now, one thing that makes Skyfall so different than others, and I think that it became a huge success, was from its lead song done by Adele. Now, Adele, you know as, this huge music artist that, is huge, was big at the time, and this came out around after all of her huge music wins and stuff like that, and was just a really well-received song that really, I feel, catapulted this film and got a lot of people interested with those strong vocals that Adele brought out. So, definitely a song to check out, especially if you're a fan of Skyfall. Definitely check out the song, it's really fun. It's the main lead song at the beginning and intro of this film, too, as well. So, it's a really fantastic song. Just wanted to throw that little bit of tidbit out there of, such a #1 song done by Adele. But, Skyfall, like I said, is just a really fantastic new addition to the awesome, James Bond series. Came out in 2012 and is the third outing for Mr. Daniel Craig as Mr. James Bond. Now, this film happens to be directed by no other than a great director himself, Mr. Sam Mendes. Oh yeah, Sam Mendes. Woo, Sam Mendes. Yeah, so Sam Mendes you might recognize as a director of a slew of films over the years. Lots of films with Kate Winslet because they actually were married for quite a few years. And is just a really amazing director, and he really has a great keen eye for making cinema. And he brought that all to this film. Now, another great film that he has directed that I think is a masterpiece of a film that definitely I feel should have won an Academy for how great of a film it was. And it's just a really awesome film because it's a film, too, that really gave us an interesting history about a war that really you don't see very many films about. And that, of course, is a film called 1917. Yeah, 1917. This movie is an epic wartime masterpiece, all shot in one camera view, which was amazing. And it's just a really, simple but amazing film that a great ensemble cast that just brought together an amazing story and just was a really greatly directed film by Sam. He directed the crap out of it. He gave us this really fantastic film and just all around I think it's one of his best films to date. If you haven't seen 1917, definitely check it out, people. It is worth the watch and Sam directed it to the T. Now, when it comes to directing Skyfall, once again I thought Sam really brought a great realness to this character and film series. I thought he brought a wonderful portion of just interestingness and just fun to this film. Now, Sam had a really great vision of what to bring for the action sequences, the story, just everything about this film was really enjoyable and fun. And I had actually totally had forgotten how good of a film this one was too as well. Like, between this one and Quantum of Solace, I was really shocked. I'm like, how could I forget how good of a film these were? And Skyfall was one of those ones I was just like, wow, I didn't remember hardly any of it. And at the same time, the whole premise of the film was really well done and really enjoyable. And I thought just Sam did a great job of bringing that to life and giving this a really cohesive and fun film. If you haven't seen Sam Mendes direct anything, definitely check out Skyfall for his directing. He did a really great job. So Skyfall has a really amazing cast. We have, of course, several returning people to this film with a couple of new additions. Now, this awesome film, of course, we can't start out with this awesome roster without the 007 himself, Mr. Daniel Craig! Oh yeah, Daniel Craig! Woo, Daniel Craig! Absolutely love Daniel Craig. I think he's amazing, fun. He's been great as Bond. This is his third time out as James Bond, and he just is a real pleasure to see in this film. Now, another great film I really enjoyed him in, and is I think a really fun film that you don't hear much about, and I think it was just a really great kind of like mystery horror type of film. And then, of course, the film called Dream House. Yeah, Dream House. This movie is really killer and awesome. It's a really amazing concept, and Daniel was just really awesome in it. I enjoyed his character very much in this film, and I thought that he brought a real greatness and a real realness to this character. And I really enjoyed the path that he took throughout this film, and really embodied everything what of a person would be, what they would be feeling like, and how they would be reacting to the situations that he had to encounter in this film. And I thought Daniel did a good job of bringing that to life and giving us a really great performance. All in all, the film is just really fun, very mysterious, and lots of great elements of this mystery and horror to it. If you haven't seen it, definitely check out Dream House. For Daniel Craig's performance, he was actually really fantastic in it. But when it comes to his third outing as Bond, once again, he was Bond to the T. He was so amazing, such a great revolution and evolution of this character, and I just love that he took everything that he had from Quantum Solace and from Casino Royale, all that history, and brought it into Skyfall, and you get to see bits and pieces of that throughout his character's evolution in this film. And also you get to see just like how much he's improved and how much how basically seasoned he is in Skyfall, and how he is probably one of the best agents ever to be a 007. And you can just see that in this film and just how great Daniel brought that to life. It was a really amazing job by Daniel. Really enjoyed him in this and thought he did a great job. So the next actor I'd like to talk about that was in this film is none other than the main bad guy himself in this film, Mr. Javier Bardem. Oh yeah, Javier Bardem. Woo, Javier Bardem, yeah. Javier Bardem, woo. Oh my god, Javier Bardem. You might have seen him recently in Dune, of course. You might have seen him in several films over the years, Beautiful and so forth and stuff like that. And he's just a master actor. Absolutely love everything he does. He's such a great actor, and I always enjoy everything he does. And I always enjoy him because he always brings a really amazing craziness to his characters, and it's just a real joy. Now, a great film that he was in that I really enjoyed him in, and he played a super evil bad guy in it, and just was so intense, and just like, you really hated him in this film because he was just that good at it. And then, of course, the film called No Country for Old Men. Yeah, No Country for Old Men. Yeah. No Country for Old Men is a really intense, crazy film. It's one of those films where the bad guy basically wins, and you're kind of like pissed at that. But it just makes it such a really intense film. It makes it very enjoyable. And Javier Bardem plays this really amazing bad guy in this film that uses an air tank as his weapon. And he just is so awesome in it. And he like pretty much has very few lines throughout the film, so he's very silent, and all his expressions on his face are just so timely, priceless, and perfect for that character. It's just a really amazing performance by Javier. If you haven't seen No Country for Old Men for Javier, he is amazing in it. He is intense and one of his best roles to date. Now, when it comes to playing Raul Silva, I really enjoyed this bad guy. I thought it was a really clever bad guy, and I love that he was a former MI6 agent that was trying to get revenge, basically, but put it all on M and blame it all on M and get her in trouble. And I like that whole concept and idea. Instead of like just trying to take over the world, it was something different and fun and more of like a revenge type of deal. And I like that whole concept, and I just thought Javier did such a great job of bringing that to life and giving this a really fantastic evil villain in this film. Really great performance by Javier, great just character all in all, and just a really good addition to this film. If you haven't seen Javier Bardem in anything, definitely check him out in Skyfall. He was really superb. So that brings me to the next person I like to talk about that was in film. And that, of course, is Miss M herself, Mrs. Judy Dench. Oh yeah, Judy Dench, woo, Judy Dench, yeah. Judy Dench has been awesome as M since GoldenEye. She is really intense, she's really fun, she's really sophisticated and just really strict and just a really fun character. And I love the evolution of M and just what Judy has brought to the character. Now, Judy is a fantastic actress, and there's another film I really enjoyed her in, and that is a film I would never expect her to be in, but was a really great sci-fi film that she played a really amazing character in. And that, of course, is the Vin Diesel film, The Chronicles of Riddick. Yeah, The Chronicles of Riddick. She actually plays a character in the film that is kind of like a mentor, a leader that Riddick ends up, talking to and getting advice from and stuff like that. And Judy did an amazing job as the character. I really enjoyed her. I thought she did a really good job, and I really enjoyed just everything she brought to the character in that film, and just gave us this really amazing character. If you haven't seen Chronicles of Riddick, definitely check it out for Judy Dench's performance. She was actually really amazing in it. But when it comes to her playing M in Skyfall, I enjoyed her a lot. I loved how she, evolved as the character of M, and how she has to deal with this, being blamed for everything and trying to prove her innocence and all this kind of stuff, and kind of finally having to step down as being M to let the new M in. And I really enjoyed the whole evolution throughout this whole film, and I just thought Judy did a great job with the character. If you haven't seen Judy Dench in anything, definitely check it out on Skyfall and the other James Bond films that she's done. She's really amazing as M. So what is Skyfall about? Basically, this time around, M, Judy Dench's character, basically has to deal with this ex-MI16 agent trying to basically kill her and to discredit her, basically to get revenge, and it's up to Bond and the others to basically help M and save her from her demise. And it's just a really fantastic film, really enjoyable. I like the aspect they took with this one. I like how they changed it and gave us this way different type of story that, didn't focus as much on the past transgressions of Bond, and how it gave us a whole other interesting element to who M was, and kind of given her a full circle of a story to kind of, end her stay as M, and to, give her a good send-off. And I just thought it was a really well-executed story. Really amazing film, really fun. Giant 10 golden movie boxes up on this one, and definitely worth the watch. If you haven't seen Skyfall, people, definitely check it out. Amazing addition to the Bond film series, and is one of my top 5 favorites as well. Just an amazing film, really enjoyable and really fun. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, also thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or you have been here before, don't forget to check out any older new videos you might not have seen mine yet. And as always, people, if you enjoy my content and want to show support for the channel, definitely check out my other links and so forth, such as my Patreon page, where you can see outtakes, bloopers, and outtakes, and all that kind of cool stuff. So definitely check that out, people. And also, if you're a huge horror fan, definitely check out the Horror Pack link, where you can get great horror films in either DVD or Blu-ray format right to your door for a great low price. So definitely check that out. And as always, people, catch you in the next one!